Tonight on the South Today, Dunedin paints the town green with students out and about celebrating St Patrick's Day from the crack of dawn. An ex-Invercargill mayor is over the moon to receive a very special gift honouring his long service to the city. And yet another blow to Dunedin's live music scene, a long-running venue likely to shut its doors for the last time. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Hannah Wilkins. A sea of green could be seen all over Dunedin today, with St Patrick's Day celebrations getting into full swing. Students were out from the early hours of the morning kicking off the festivities, with a heavy police presence working to keep things orderly.
Hundreds of students, all dressed in green, filling the field at a North Dunedin lookout and starting the party early. Dunedin students started their St Patrick's Day celebrations in the early hours of this morning with a liquid breakfast. By lunchtime, Castle Street was packed full of students in green outfits, getting into a local version of the Irish tradition.
Wake up, get ready, drink, have fun.
A bit hectic, but you know, we move.
Lots of people, yeah.
We're caddies and we're Ninja Turtles, ripping it, woohoo!
With celebrations happening all across the city, police were out patrolling the major party areas in an effort to keep everything under control.
So far it's been good. Police have been out and about since 7 a.m, speaking and getting amongst the students. No arrests so far, just having conversations with them and talking to them about their day.
At the other end of town, local Irish pubs welcomed a steady stream of patrons coming in to celebrate the holiday, many making their way to the traditional Irish establishments to enjoy a quiet pint of Guinness. In Dunedin, the South Today.
A pedestrian was killed and several vehicles upended in a serious crash, a truck crash that was, on Dunedin's one-way system this morning. The collision happened around the intersection of Police and Crawford Streets just before 8 a.m. Police confirmed a pedestrian lost their life when struck by the runaway truck, with several other vehicles also involved in the smash. A large number of emergency crew were active at the scene, closing a section on the northbound one-way system and diverting traffic. Police say their serious crash unit is still investigating the cause, but witnesses reported the truck rolling out of control across Princes Street moments before the crash. A ceremony was held in Invercargill this week, marking the release of a new book about Sir Tim Shadbolt. Authored by local woman Helen Campbell, the tribute compiles messages, drawings and photos, alongside stories from the former mayor himself.
An homage to an iconic Kiwi, eternalised in hardcover. This book, celebrating the lifetimes and legacy of Sir Tim Shadbolt, was presented to the former Invercargill mayor during a ceremony at Waverley Park School. The written tribute contains messages, images and stories collated by local woman Helen Campbell, who wanted to honour Sir Tim's years of service.
It's absolutely wonderful. It's ticked the box big time. It's achieved everything I hoped.
School pupils welcomed Sir Tim with waiata, while Deputy Principal Helen Kennedy shared some passages from the book. One included tales of the iconic concrete mixer Sir Tim towed behind his Daimler and his historic debates with Sir Robert Muldoon. Sir Tim was also presented with a bouquet of flowers and a mailbag of letters from the community, the ceremony finishing with a powerful haka.
I've never really had a tribute. I've had columns, I've had leaflets. I was very moved by it, and they put a lot of thought and historical knowledge.
Sir Tim's family also attended the ceremony, and his son Declan was thrilled to see his father recognised.
I felt very proud to see his legacy be cherished in this lovely place. I think it's just wonderful on how people are celebrating his long legacy.
The warm tribute honouring Sir Tim's 3 decades of service to Southland, with the hopes of publishing the book for the public in future. In Invercargill, the South Today.
A Dunedin Turkish restaurant has outgrown its shell and is making the move to a bigger location. Anatolia Turkish Kebab House has left its old Princess Street shop, moving a few doors down to the historic Excelsior Hotel building and doubling their size in the process. Murat and Nurman Bey have owned the various kebab shops in Dunedin, opening Anatolia 11 years ago. The move will help accommodate swelling customer numbers, with rave reviews already coming in for their new setup.
Yeah, all customers happy. Everyone gives a good feedback. Yeah, we're reading always. Yeah, everyone happy, we are happy.
The move down the road only took the kebab house 2 weeks. The couple believe this will be their last venture as they start handing down more responsibility to their son in preparation for a well-deserved retirement. One of Christchurch's favourite fun runs kick off this weekend, attracting thousands of competitors to the seaside suburb of New Brighton. The annual Les Mills City to Surf will run this Sunday with a redesigned course ready to challenge participants. Thousands of competitors, young and old, join in the fun each year. They'll be strapping on their running shoes to raise money for this year's charity, the New Zealand Flying Doctor Service. The event follows a winding 12-kilometre course along the Avon River, reaching the finish line at New Brighton's Rafferty Domain, with organisers hoping for a strong turnout. Another Dunedin cafe and live venue is sad to be closing its doors after failing to find a buyer for the business. The closure comes as yet another blow to the city's live music scene, but owners say it's not too late for someone to step up and continue the legacy.
Bright red walls with groovy decor, soon to be silent. After failing to sell the business last year, the Dog with Two Tails will be forced to shut its doors for the last time. The Central Dunedin cafe turned bar has been a hotspot for local artists for years, with frequent live music, poetry and stand-up comedy gigs. After struggling with finances, the business was put on the market for around 6 months, to no prevail.
The hope is that someone else sees the place and can see that it has lots of potential and will open it up as something new and better.
When the pandemic heaped rising costs onto the hospitality industry, the venture became one of many venues struggling to keep up.
About 2.5 weeks left, so we are hoping to stay open hopefully for the 1st of April, which is Saturday, so hopefully we'll see out that final week and have a leave-in shindig.
Dunedin's live music scene is already under pressure. This closure seen as yet another blow for local musicians. But Churcher is still optimistic about the future.
One of our main goals was to support young artists, and so if someone else can do that in the same space, totally on board.
The venue's last night is set to be Saturday the 1st of April, with the team hoping to have one last hurrah. In Dunedin, the South Today.
Yakane, still to come on the South Today. Pro tennis players prepare to pull out all the stops in Queenstown this weekend, and an historic turquoise Dunedin cottage is on the move again after outstaying its welcome in Tahuna.
Drive away your way with 3 incredible offers on the Honda CR-V Adventure Ready range. Choose from 2.9% finance with 0 deposit, third finance, or lease a new CR-V from just $136 per week. These offers are only available for a limited time, so be in quick. From Honda.
Garage Dunedin, delivering quality, stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 17 years. New doors, replacement doors and maintenance are all part of Garage quality service. Garage Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
My mate John loves Otago, and this anniversary weekend he's showing his true colours. 24% off plus 24 months interest-free. 100% local for over 30 years. John's friendly team have been delivering great furniture deals and super service to the good people of Dunedin. 24% off and 24 months interest-free.
Get that furniture from Stafford Street and my mate John.
Aero, used by Australia's top bowlers with their unique Z-scoop grip that redefines the game. Machined with robotics for unparalleled accuracy, Aero, same line, every time.
Tēnā koe, welcome back. An up-and-coming tennis player from Queenstown has his sights set on the Junior Davis Cup. This weekend, pro players are swinging into action to help launch the potential star's rapidly growing career overseas.
Swinging for the top, the young Queenstown tennis prospect Kai Milburn has come back from a strong win at the Otago Open. Now he's calling on help to take his career to the next level. The Queenstown Tennis Club is rallying to support the 16-year-old. They're holding a fundraising tournament at the Garden Courts this Saturday.
So basically there's going to be 8 pro players that'll be auctioned to start with. So people are going to pay money to play with those pro players.
The aim is to raise $10,000 to get Melbourne overseas. Entry fees will be donated to the cause, and the club will also host a number of silent auctions. The International Tennis Federation are contributing a $12,500 grant towards travel and accommodation, as Melbourne aims to raise his under-18 ranking points by competing in Australia and Japan.
Currently I got picked to play for the under-16 Junior Davis Cup, and last year I represented New Zealand to play against Australian states.
Milburn will be heading to Canberra to get practice on a clay court before heading off to represent New Zealand in Kazakhstan at the Junior Davis Cup later this year. In Queenstown, the South Today.
An historic Dunedin cottage seems indestructible, surviving yet another move in the search for a permanent home. This turquoise house was built in the late 1800s in South Dunedin, opposite the gasworks. Now it's on the move again, uplifted from a temporary site at Tahuna Park to make room for the FIFA Women's World Cup. It's the third time the building has been moved. It was set to be demolished a decade ago, but quick work by the Southern Heritage Trust saw it shifted to an empty section nearby. It was picked up and moved to the Gasworks Museum site early yesterday morning, while the Trust continues to search for a permanent home. And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. Police kept a keen eye on students in Dunedin this St Patrick's Day, while locals enjoyed a quiet pint. Sir Tim Shadbolt appreciated a book launch gathering as school children gathered to honour his long service to Invercargill. And the Dog with Two Tails is closing its doors next month, but they hope the venue may find a last-minute saviour. And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT, and we welcome Associate Editor Mike Houlihan. Hello Mike.
Evening, Hannah.
What can we expect in the weekend paper?
We've got extensive coverage of the quite horrendous crash that happened in Dunedin early this morning, where a truck, for whatever reason, appears to have lost control and gone through several intersections in the central city and unfortunately killed a pedestrian. We've got extensive photographs and eyewitness coverage, and we've got an account from the owner of the company as to what they think may have happened. Still early days, the police are still investigating, but caused disruption to traffic today.
Yeah, devastating.
Also, we've got more extensive coverage of the Lake Onslow battery decision on where that project sits in the moment. St Patrick's Day, as you saw just before, extensive coverage of that, lots of photographs of the shenanigans that our students got up to today.
Yeah.
And as always on a Saturday, we've got our feature Lift Out the Mix, and also extensive coverage of sport and racing.
Brilliant. I will look forward to reading. Sounds like it's jam-packed.
It should be.
Thanks, Mike. And time now for a look at the weekend weather.
The South Today weather,
Proudly brought to you by MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Looking at the situation, there's a fine weekend in store as nor'westerly airflow slowly increases over the region, with rain and colder sou'westerlies arriving on Monday. Heading to the top of the South Island. Fine with light winds up north and to the west, with 20 degrees as the high tomorrow in Nelson and Greymouth, while down east in Christchurch expect afternoon easterlies with 17 degrees. Travelling to South Canterbury and North Otago. Blue skies and light nor'easterly winds through here to kick-start the weekend in fine style. Highs of 18 in Ashburton and Oamaru, and warmer in Timaru with 19 degrees. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes. Clear skies with nor'west winds as we come down through here with mild temperatures. Both Wanaka and Alexandra get up to 21 tomorrow. Queenstown not far behind with 20 degrees as the high. Heading further south. Freshening nor'westerlies as we come down here, 18 all around tomorrow with some high cloud in Balclutha and Gore, and changing nor'easterlies in the Catlins. And down to the deep south. Becoming fine tonight with 9 as the low in Invercargill. Tomorrow's looking fine with cloud at times and fresh nor'westerlies, the high 18 degrees. Into Sunday, cloud with late showers and strong winds with 19 degrees as the high. And finally, heading to Dunedin. Well, wet after all this late rain today, but dropping to 8 with sou'westerlies tonight. A sunny Saturday ahead with changing winds and a cloudy afternoon. The high will be 18 degrees. Into Sunday, warmer again with 20, cloud and fresh nor'easterlies. Then a warm day with a shower or two on Monday, Otago anniversary. And that's the news this Friday. For the latest news and videos from the southern region, head online to odt.co.nz. You can follow Channel 39 on YouTube to catch our news bulletins on demand. And you can also now follow us on Facebook. Just search for the South Today NZ to see our favourite stories from around the regions. Have a happy and safe long weekend if you're taking Otago anniversary. We'll be back again on Tuesday. Mā te wā.
Public interest journalism funded through New Zealand On Air.